Welcome to the first video of Gap Advisors. In this short video, we will be discussing on the type of financial statements in India. We felt the need to discuss this topic because companies and auditors have published the consolidated financial statements and standalone financial statements under Ind AS. Few companies have identified as only financial statements, They have not even stated standalone financial statements. Paragraph 51B of Ind AS 1, presentation of financial statements, requires an entity to display whether the financial statements are of an individual entity or a group of entities prominently and repeat it when required for the information presented to be understandable. Thus, companies who have identified as only financial statements could be said to have not complied with the requirements of paragraph 51B of Ind AS 1. Further, the companies who have identified the financial statements as standalone financial statements also in a way deviate from the requirements of Ind AS. We will understand this in further slides. This slide discusses the type of financial statements under Ind AS. Under Ind AS, there are three types of financial statements. 1. Consolidated financial statements. 2. Separate financial statements. And 3. Individual financial statements. Technically, there are four types of financial statements. The fourth one being economic entity financial statements. We will not go further into this type of financial statements. However, what we need to know is that under Ind AS, economic entity financial statements are also presented as consolidated financial statements. We will understand the definitions of each of the above types of financial statements in further slides. The term consolidated financial statements is defined in Ind AS 27, separate financial statements, Ind AS 28, investments in associates and joint ventures, and Ind AS 110, consolidated financial statements. All these standards contain the same definition of consolidated financial statements as under. Consolidated financial statements are the financial statements of a group in which the assets, liabilities, equity, income, expenses, and cash flows of the parent and its subsidiaries are presented as those of a single economic entity. Further, the group has been defined in Ind AS 21, the effects of changes in foreign exchange rates, and Ind AS 110, consolidated financial statements as a group is a parent and all its subsidiaries. Thus, the definition of consolidated financial statements do not include associates and joint ventures. Paragraph 16 of Ind AS 28 requires investments in associates and joint ventures to be recognized and measured in accordance with the equity method as explained in that standard. However, that paragraph does not state the type of financial statements in which the equity method is to be applied. Paragraph 17 of Ind AS 28 explains that if an entity is exempt from preparing consolidated financial statements in accordance with paragraph 4A of Ind AS 110, such an entity need not apply equity method for its investments in associates and joint ventures. Therefore, Ind AS 28 implicitly states that the application of equity method is required in consolidated financial statements. However, to understand clearly on the type of financial statements in which equity method is to be applied, we need to understand a separate financial statements. In Ind AS, an entire standard is devoted to separate financial statements. Ind AS 27, separate financial statements, defines the term separate financial statements as those financial statements that are presented by a parent, that is, an investor with control of a subsidiary, or an investor with joint control of or significant influence over an investee in which the investments are accounted for at cost or in accordance with Ind AS 109 financial instruments. Thus, the financial statements of the entity itself are called separate financial statements. Separate financial statements are applicable to those entities that have either a subsidiary or a joint venture or an associate. In separate financial statements, entities measure investments in subsidiaries, joint venture, and associate at cost or in accordance with Ind AS 109. Equity method is to be applied, therefore, only in consolidated financial statements. Now we come to the third type of financial statements under Ind AS, which is individual financial statements. Individual financial statements have not been defined but specified in few of the standards, such as in paragraph 32 of Ind AS 21. Individual financial statements are the financial statements of those entities that do not have either a subsidiary, joint venture, or associate. Therefore, entities to whom separate financial statements is not applicable prepare individual financial statements. Okay, so what are standalone financial statements? Ind AS does not define standalone financial statements. Standalone financial statements could be understood as either separate financial statements or individual financial statements. Therefore, disclosure as standalone financial statements cannot be deemed to be separate financial statements. A question comes in mind as to why the companies disclose standalone financial statements though not defined in Ind AS. The reason for this non-compliance is the illustrations in Standards on Auditing which specifies standalone financial statements. It may be noted that SA 700 requires auditor to use the same titles of financial statements as per the applicable financial reporting framework. Thus, as per SA 700, the auditor is required to state separate financial statements. However, the illustrations in SA 700 states standalone financial statements. Thus, the illustration is inconsistent with the requirements of SA 700 itself. The question then is whether illustrations can override the requirements of SA. In our view, the requirements of SA, Standard on Auditing, prevail, and SA requires auditor to follow Ind AS titles. Therefore, companies must specify and identify financial statements as either consolidated financial statements, separate financial statements, or individual financial statements. However, companies and auditors have been applying the illustrations and identifying the financial statements as consolidated financial statements and standalone financial statements. So the question is how to comply with Ind AS 27 and Ind AS 1 while also complying with the requirements of SA 700 and the illustrations contained in it. Given below are our recommendations. Disclose the fact that the financial statements are separate financial statements in the title of the financial statements and also in the notes while making the explicit and unreserved statement of compliance with Ind AS. This is required by paragraph 17A of Ind AS 27. Present investments in subsidiaries, joint ventures and associates as a separate line item in balance sheet when such investments are measured at cost in accordance with paragraph 10 of Ind AS 27. This is required by Ind AS 1. The illustrations in SA 700 and the requirements of SA 700 seem to be inconsistent. To overcome this inconsistency in the independent auditor's report, while identifying the financial statements, specify separate financial statements instead of standalone financial statements, where the company has investment in subsidiary, associate or joint venture. In other cases, identify the financial statements as individual financial statements. Thank you so much for watching this video and giving your time. We request you to like and share this video to spread the knowledge and awareness on types of financial statements in Ind AS to make financial statements Ind AS compliant. Post your comments as feedback on the video and any error you observe. Kindly register for free on gapadvisors.com. You get 7 days of subscription access to all 9 repositories with active referencer for free. Kindly submit your issues on Indian GAAP and Ind AS for free on gapadvisors.com. We do not commit on turnaround time. However, the average turnaround time has been less than 48 hours. Thank you.